George Eliot once said, "What greater thing is there for human souls to feel that they are joined for life, to be with each other in silent, unspeakable memories?" Who would have guessed that this would be the quote that most relates to how I feel about my father? In fact, I thought at the age of 18, I would still be living my dreams with my father by my side instead of in my middle. I never imagined anything like this would happen. I mean, I was 13, and the only thing I had to worry about was whose house I was going to sleep over next weekend. But then something happened, and it felt like my whole world stopped spinning. The laws of gravity didn't exist, and everything just crashed down on top of me. From that day on, everything was a little harder, and I had no choice but to be stronger. In the summer of 2004, I lost my dad to a sudden heart attack. Nothing has ever hit me as hard as that. It killed me to see my mom and my older brother cry. It was worse to know that my 8-year-old brother had to grow up without someone as inspirational and great as my dad. To see my family torn up and faces wet with tears was absolutely heartbreaking. Probably wondering what made my dad different than anyone else's. Well, it's quite simple. My dad was the guy who was out there every sunny day rounding up the neighborhood kids for a game of kickball, baseball, football, or actually anything. When everyone else's dads were busy tending to the yards or just not interested, it was my dad making a difference in their child's life. The lines were long for Talty's T-ball sign-ups once the word was out that Randy Bartos was the coach. Parents and children alike knew that the lessons learned would be about baseball. I knew my dad was a special guy when he would sit on the pool deck wearing an umbrella hat even though he was directed to stay out of the sun due to chemotherapy treatments. Nothing got in the way of his children's happiness, including cancer. His own concerns never outweighed his decisions on what was right for his family. His fingers became sore and stiff because of diabetes. However, it was a family tradition for him to play his guitar while we sang Christmas carols on Christmas Day. We knew the pain was overwhelming, yet he never said a word about it. He had a great sense of humor, was silly, and hardly ever serious. I guess you could say I got that from him. He was half of everything I am and taught me so much in life. He was a dad and a husband, a son, a brother, and uncle. He was great at everything he did. He was a coach and a friend, someone to trust, someone to make you laugh all the time. Now as I'm getting ready for graduation and moving on to college, many people tell me, "You know, your father would be very proud of you." I agree because I know he would be very pleased with where I am headed in life. I wish I could hear him say, "I'm really proud of you, Squeaks," just one more time.